jewelry. Just a few items you'll find at Garner Exchange. Find them on Facebook or come and visit at 203 North Del Paso and see for yourself what they're all about. Garner Exchange has more in store for you than you can even imagine.
Are you looking to move forward in your career? The City of Lovington is currently seeking an experienced finance director to help move Lovington forward. The City of Lovington offers a competitive salary, medical, dental, and vision benefits, plus life insurance and a para-retirement program. If you have a passion for finance and if you're seeking a rewarding career to serve our community with pride, come be part of moving Lovington forward. Go to lovington.org to complete the general application or call Veronica Navarrete at 575-396-9308. The City of Lovington is currently seeking an experienced finance director. Check out all the details at lovington.org or call Veronica Navarrete at 575-396-9308. That's Veronica Navarrete at 575-396-9308. The City of Lovington is an equal opportunity employer.
Cool 95.7.
Western States Insurance, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy, LECO, the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Bob's Thriftway, IPS Incorporated, Lasco Construction, and Eunice Pump and Supply. It is down to one single game. It is the championship of Girls 2A, and the Tatum Lady Coyotes looking to get back into the top of the mountain. Manny V in studio engineering and producing. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Ty Friend. So one game to determine it, one game to decide it. Number one, Tatum versus number 3, Pecos. Ty.
Yeah, it should be an exciting contest. The Panthers against the Coyotes. And, of course, the Tatum Lady Coyotes have had a good run through this tournament so far. They won the 3 rounds they needed to win to get to this spot. Of course, Coach Slover might be one of his last seasons coaching. Who knows? I know he's retiring from the superintendent part of it, but he'd love to add a championship banner to his resume at this point. But definitely he's got this team's firing on all cylinders and ready to play some basketball. Of course, that big win they had against Tucumcari yesterday, 68-46, 22-point victory there. And, boy, did they get some big-time production. Luann Villasenor has had her best 2 games that I've seen all season, 32 points in that contest. Just definitely was taking care of business, and 14 of 15 from the charity stripe. Also, Avery Hennard had 26 points. Those 2 combined for 58 of the Tatum Lady Coyotes, 68 points. So 10 of their points were given from the other players, but still exciting to see those 2. Plus, Villasenor had 14 rebounds for a double-double. Also a double-double for Avery. She finished 26 points and 10 boards. So, again, not just the scoring, but also going to the glass, very important. And got some complimentary rebounding, too, from Aubrey Young, 5 points and 7 rebounds. So that was happy to get her on board as well. And, they were just completely owning the glass, 39-24 on the rebounds in favor of the Tatum Coyotes over Tucumcari. Tatum did have some issues with turnovers, though. That's been happening a few games. They won all 3 of their big playoff games here at the tournament. 20 turnovers, though. In the championship game, I don't know if you're going to get away with that, though.
No, you're probably not. Not against this Pecos team. And this is a Pecos team that, I think if they're not in the same district as Mesa Vista, they're probably the number 1 or the number 2 team in the state. And that was one of those they split with them. Of course, they won the important one. They got the semifinal victory to get here. So this Pecos team averaging over 50 points per game, 23 rebounds per game on average, and they're only giving up about 40 points a game. So, this is a team that could give the Lady Coyotes a little bit of trouble. They're going to have to find a third option today, I think, for the red and white.
I think it's also going to come down to defense on Natalia Stout. She's their leading scorer for this Pecos team. Got 27 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double as they won the district championship from their tournament, defeating Tucumcari 50-50, a 1-point ball game. So very close one, but she is a definite big-time player, not just scoring and rebounds. She had 7 steals in that game, 3 assists. Also had 7 of 8 free throw shooting. Also in the first round, going back a game before that, or the game after that, I should say, the first playoff game, they beat Jow, another Panthers team, by the way, 55-30. Stout again, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 3-pointers, 7 assists, and 14 steals on defense, individual steals. I should mention, though, there's a big stat that I think Tatum is going to hopefully grasp onto. She is averaging 5 turnovers a game herself. Does all this great stuff offensively, but I think maybe Tatum will take advantage of it.
Well, they certainly could, as Tatum forces a lot of turnovers. Yes, they've had too many, but they also have forced more than they have given up, and that's really been a big thing. And if this Pecos team is a little bit prone to sometimes coughing up the ball, Tatum can get it, and they can move in the transition and really make you pay for it.
Yeah, of course, against Tucumcari, they caused 24 turnovers, as you mentioned, and Tucumcari didn't do themselves any justice, 10 of 20 free throw shooting, so didn't get enough points to get back in that ball game. But, Pecos is a real deal. That district you're talking about, Tucumcari and themselves and Estancia, all 3 of them in the top of the leaderboard there. Tucumcari and this Pecos team were tied at the top at 9-1 records, although with the district tournament championship gave them an extra win, did Pecos. That's why they've been moving on as they have been. But I think they got to be careful about what their situation is in terms of the turnovers. They are averaging, this is a stat here, 20.8 turnovers a game. They're averaging 20. Now, Tatum got that against Tucumcari, unfortunately, but when you have an average, that means you've had some games where it's been in the 30s and 40s, and that's not a good deal. But they're also getting 17.3 steals a game, too. They do play some defense, but they got to take care of the basketball against the number 1 seed Tatum.
Well, and if Tatum, as we just mentioned, can get some of those turnovers and move through in transition, and this is a Tatum team that can do that very, very well. They could really light this place up like nobody's business. We are here at the pit in Albuquerque, and Taskovich is here today, the Lee County House Band, and kind of, I think, becoming the Pitt's house band, too. But good to see them out supporting the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Of course, the Hobbs Lady Eagles playing tomorrow.
Sure. I was going to say real quick here, I mean, are they going to go on tour with all the fight songs from Southeast New Mexico? Or what?
I think so, because they played for Artesia the other day, too. So who knows? Maybe we should ask their director about that. Yeah, here at the pit, getting ready for the first of 2 championships in 2 days for us here in Lee County. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and continue your Lady Coyote pregame show here on Cool 95.7, the Cool 95.7 app, Tatum Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org. Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, getting ready for the 2A Girls Championship matchup between the #1 Tatum Lady Coyotes and the 3C Pecos Lady Panthers. With Ty Friend, I'm TJ Miracle, Manny B in studio, engineering and producing. 26-5 are the Lady Coyotes on the year. Pecos right behind them at 26-6. And you know, Ty, looking at Pecos's losses this year, some of them you're going, wow, why did you even play that team? As was looking at that last night. They lost to Mesa Vista to start the season. Then they lost to West Mesa, a 5A school up here in Albuquerque, and they played them in Albuquerque. Then they lose to Albuquerque Academy, a 4A school that was number 2 or number 3 in the 4A ranks. Then Cuesta, okay, you know, they're usually a pretty good school. They made the playoffs. Then losing to Capital, another 5A team. And that was pretty much their losses. 1 to Tucum Carey in district, and then pretty much they hadn't lost since. So this is a team, but a lot like Tatum, too. They've played a lot of bigger schools.
Yeah, sometimes they do bring up the JV to do those games. It doesn't say that on their scheduling, but that could happen too. But I would think against a 5A, they might have done that. The 5A team provided a JV squad for that game, but who knows? We haven't checked into that. But they did beat Mescalero, of course, in the quarters, 50-29, and Mesa Vista yesterday, 52-36. So double-digit wins and both 50-point scoring in those 2 games. But on the side of the coin of the Tatum Coyotes, boy, Luan Villasenor really been doing some dominant scoring and rebounding for for Tatum in the 3 playoff games. 22.5 points a contest and 11 rebounds. That's the average, and shooting 83% from the charity stripe. She has had 30 attempts. I mean, she's getting in the lane and doing some damage. Made 25 of 30 there, and had a couple of three-pointers against Tucumcari yesterday. Also, Avery Hennard had kind of a quiet first game, even sat out one whole quarter. I'm not sure what the issue was there, but not the best for her. But she came back against Tucumcari and had 26 points. Now she's averaging 15 a game in the games here at Albuquerque. Also is averaging 9 rebounds. So she's getting close to a double-double, just like Luann Villasenor is for the tournament. And 2 3-pointers also against Tucumcari. So those 2 bookends really doing a great job out there. They've had some other girls stepping up too. Aubrey Young's been averaging 6.5 points a ball game and averaging 6 rebounds too. So it's nice to see the complimentary staffers on this squad helping out the cause.
Well, they do a great job, and you mentioned, the complimentary players. Colby Hennard coming off the bench has really kind of been the 6th woman for this Tatum team. A lot of the things she does may not necessarily show up in the stat line, but she disrupts plays, she gets in passing lanes, and she frustrates people on defense. That's kind of the same with Sydney Rice. Sydney is going to go in and battle. She's going to work hard on the boards, especially when they're on the defensive end. She's going to swat things away. She may not get the rebound, but she's going to push it out and tip it towards one of her own players to trigger the transition back the other way.
And you mentioned Hennard, of course, how she comes off and does some good subbing, which she did for her sister in that couple games back. But I like the grit that she's got, and she's kind of got a bite to her. So you would take a look at the referee after he calls her on a reach or whatever and give that stare and grumble a little bit. But she's got a few years left, too, which is the best part. And that's something that Tatum has shown over the years. They might lose a couple seniors, but they got people building. And let's face it, these girls started early ages in this 2A and 1A division, etc., because they need them as 8th graders moving up the charts.
Well, you've got to. I mean, that's just the way small school basketball works. And, some of these seniors like Aubrey Young, Luann Villasenor, Karen Byland, we've been calling their names since they were 8th graders when they got moved up. And so they are rough and ready and battle tested, and they have done a fantastic job to get back here into the pit with an opportunity to put another state championship banner on the wall there at Coyote Gym.
Tatum has outscored their opponents here at state 126-84. That's 42 points more than what they've seen from their opponents. Tatum has shot 68% from the free throw line, 51 free throw attempts compared to just 34 for their opponents. Opponents have shot 52%. They're not helping themselves out against Tatum. Rebounds, Tatum 71-50 in their games at state. Turnovers, they are 14 less than their opponents, only 45 compared to 59. But that 45, I think Coach Slaughter would like to see limited here in this championship game and go out with a bang.
You get that done, you win the battles on the glass, you win the rebounding battles, chances are you are going to win the game. So the pregame clock has expired. The teams are at their benches and heading out onto the floor for the national anthem. We will come back in 2 minutes to tip this one off. You're listening to Tatum Lady Coyotes from the state championship in Albuquerque here on Cool 95.7 KLEA Hobbs Lovington.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net.
You want it all.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Back here at the Pet in Albuquerque at the 2025 Nucinda Credit Union NMAA State Basketball Championships. It's 2A girls title time. The number 1 Tatum Lady Coyotes and the number 3 Pecos Lady Panthers. I'm TJ Miracle, Manny V in studio engineering and producing. And as we get ready to start this one off with the call, here's Ty Friend.
Tatum Lady Coyotes, 4 state championships. Of course, Coach Slover has a couple himself, 2014, 2017. He stepped away from coaching for a little bit, and Vince Homer picked up one in 2019. They beat Cliff and Escalante for Coach Slover and Melrose for Coach Homer. And then going back to 1988, it was Coach Harvey Wilson against the win against Capitan. So this could be number 5 for the Coyotes.
Putting number 5 on the wall would be very good for them. And, of course, we've called a lot of those. I think, over the years we've called every single one of them. Starting 5 for the Pecos Lady Panthers. Number 1, Natalia Stout. Number 2, Brianna Bustos. Number 12, Linda Sanchez. Number 13, Analia Armijo. And number 21, Larcia Senna. On the other side of the coin for your Tatum Lady Coyotes, it'll be the starting 5 we have grown accustomed to. Number 1, Avery Hennard. Number 2, Aubrey Young. Number 5, Sydney Rice. Number 11, Luann Villasenor. And number 15, Naomi Garcia. The Lady Coyotes are wearing the home white unis with the red letters and numbers. They are sitting on the home side of the court here in the pit for Pecos. They are in their road black unis with the green letters and numbers and the gold accents. So hopefully we will have a good one, and hopefully number 5 on the wall back there in Tatum.
Pecos top scorer Natalia Stout, averaging 17.4 a game. First in assists, 3.6. First in rebounds, about 8. First in steals, 7.7. First in three-pointers with 51. But first in turnovers, 5.7. That's something we talked about here during the pregame show. A couple other girls in scoring favor here. Bustos averaging 6.3 a game. She's second in rebounds at close to 3. Sanchez averaging 4.3. She's got the second leading rebounds at 2.6. Armijo averaging 6.5 points a game, second in rebounding as well at 2.6. Would you put a box and 1 on this Natalia Stout as Coach Slover, do you think?
I think maybe you start that way and just see what happens. That would, I think, be the right call, at least to start with.
We're going to see what happens now. The jump, and it'll be into the backcourt for Pecos, but picked up by Tatum on the left wing. First possession of the game, Luan Villasenor throws it back to the right wing to Garcia. Bounce it to the same side, picking it up is Young in front of the Pecos bench. Up top to Hennard, over to left wing, to Villasenor, to the left corner, faking a 3 with the head up in the air. Naomi Garcia returns instead to the timeline to Aubrey Young. Kick it back to Hennard, left wing. She'll dribble to the right, back to the timeline, and waits for some offense to rotate. Almost got a travel, dumped it to the top of the arc to Young, spins, right block, underneath the hoop, gets bumped out of bounds. I was going to say she stepped on the line. Looked like she got a hit from behind by Stout on that one.
Yeah, she did, but no call on that one, and it forced Sydney out on the baseline. And so the first turnover of the ball game, it'll go into the hands of Pecos.
Boy, Coach Slover been very consistent on this full court man-to-man pressure, which he's doing right now. Coming with Stout now at the far right sideline. She takes on the defense of Villasenor. punches it down left baseline. 15-footer swish for Bustos. First points of the ball game. She is second or third on the team in scoring at 6.3 a game, 2-0 early.
Did a nice job getting back on Stout, but forgot to get Bustos, who's also averaging over 6 per game.
Few passes, gets it across the timeline. Shot for the left elbow by Hinder, no good. Pulled down to the right wing by Young for Tatum. Her pass deflected near the time stripe as it's picked off the floor. And in transition, and Leah Armaijo, that's the second Tatum turnover in the first quarter. 2-0 Pecos. They'll sling it down to the left corner to Bustos. Backs it out, good D being held by Garcia. Keep it on the left wing, and then a spin move coming top of the arc of Sanchez. As she's going to drive to the right wing, down the right baseline, tried to flip it up in the air, and it fell into the Tatum defenders. And we got a rebounding foul as coming up with the basketball for Tatum on the baseline was Sydney Rice.
As they're going to whistle the foul on Linda Sanchez. That'll be her first personal, first team foul on Pecos. And give it over to the Lady Coyotes.
A 1-2-1-1 full court trap for the Panthers. Ball in the hands of Hinder on the far left. Swings it to the right side of the backcourt to Rice. Bounce it across near right side to Garcia. Double team on her. Gets away from it. Kick it up top to Rice. She'll back it outside the second 30-point line for the UNM men as he dishes over to Young on the far left sideline. Back up top to Garcia. Bounce it to the right wing. Jab step coming for Rice as she looks at her defender, drives baseline after a screen from Hinder, leads and shoots with a sidewinder hook, come over the right rim. Count the bucket, but you got to credit that screen to get her open.
Yes, you do. It was a great screen that Hinder sat, and Sydney didn't take any time at all, went right around it and drove in as they are going to whistle that one on Sanchez. They have that as her first personal. I have it as her second, so I don't know who they called the other one. I know the first one was on Senna, and Sydney's and one is good.
So she drills it through the rack there. 3 points to lead Tatum. All the scoring for the Cops. An interception on the inbound in the lane. Going to the hoop is Avery Hinder. Her first bucket and the first Panther turnover. 5-2 lead. And they're having some trouble breaking the press again. But sliding through traffic near the midcourt is Stout. She's the leading scorer to the right baseline. Underneath the hoop, wraparound pass is deflected in the paint by the Tatum Lady Coyotes. D. Aubrey Young getting in their passing lane that time to slap it away.
Great job by Young as she slid through traffic like a snake and took that one out. And so Pecos maintains possession, but Tatum fired up.
They'll check it back to the left wing. Bustos slides right with the dribble as it's defended by Garcia. Back at the timeline now. High pass to Senya on the right wing. Comes up top with the dribble. Hand off to Stout down the right side of the lane. Runner shot with two hands out the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound. Kicks out right corner for a tray. Off the front of the iron by Armijo. Pulled down by the Lady Coyotes in transition. Up the near right sideline by Luan Villasenor. Her first rebound. Stumbles into the defense. Throws it down the lane over the head of her teammate Rice. And it's picked off for the Panthers. That's going to be Tatum's third turnover.
Third turnover. Just a time to take a deep breath and reset. You didn't have to push the issue on that one. Tatum got back quickly.
Stout has the ball.
Rather, Pecos got back quickly.
Dribbling behind her back is Stout. Cross court left. A dangerous throw and trying to get into passing lane. They called the foul on Rice. It looked like she just had a piece of the basketball. She was battling with Sanchez, but they get the foul on Rice.
Yeah, Rice was a little bit out of control coming onto the near side and really just kind of bodied up into Sanchez on that one. So they got her on it. Pecos will maintain possession. Just the first team foul on Tatum.
Saying an inbound to the timeline right in front of us here on the left sideline. Picking her up is Villasenor. On the Lobo logo. Coming back to get the ball, Senya. And underhands it on the handoff to Armijo far right. Cross court left with a three on the way for Bustos and swishes. Her foot was on the line. That's her second bucket. And now 5-4. Tatum by one. Tatum will fly up the right sideline to Garcia. Kick it back to Villasenor to try to take it to the rack. She saw a little seam down the lane, got swatted from behind, but she did have some room to go to the hole with that one.
She did, as Stout just reached out, pretty good wingspan there, and got a piece of the basketball off the dribble and knocked it away.
Garcia on the left baseline, underneath their hoop, gets it in with the handoff to Hinnard. Dribbles up the left sideline, top of the circle. Had some pressure on her by Armijo, back to the time stripe. Cross over to her left hand. Comes around the left circle, down the lane, stumbles a little bit, double clutch off the left rim, no good. Rebound on the reverse on the right side by Rice, her second board. Gets the board, but falls to the floor. That was her third rebound, but flat on her stomach. Not much you could do. I didn't see any rolling, though. I'm not sure why they called the travel.
Yeah, I'm not either, but that'll be the fourth turnover on Tatum. I guess maybe when she landed on it, she may have rolled over, and so that triggered the travel.
Looked like they took the wind out of her. She's flat on her stomach. Coming to the timeline, dribbling behind her back is Sanchez. Football throw to Armijo on the right wing and backs it out. Double team pressure by Hinnard and Villasenor. Drives the lane, crossover move, shot high off the left rim, loose, and it's going to get knocked out by Tatum. They had good blockouts there on that left baseline in Young and Rice, but coming over the back and kind of knocking them backward was Natalia Stout, but they're going to give it to the Panthers. Left baseline inbound. Wraparound pass is going to be chased down on the near sideline by Sanchez. Dives on the floor, gets booted back to the timeline, and Panthers are trying to hold on to it. Boy, their coach got smart on that one and called a timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Pecos. 4:04 to go here in the first of this championship matchup. Tatum 5, Pecos 4, back in 30 on Cool 95.7.
Got his name.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
To save a possession, Coach Lawrence Ragland calls timeout for his Pecos Lady Panthers. It'll be Pecos basketball as we head back into the pit. 4:04 to go in the first. Tatum 5, Pecos 4. 2A championship game continues, and with the call, Ty Friend.
Lacey Tatum's had some experience against Panthers teams as Pecos gets a steal on the inbound. A shot on the right side of the rim. Missed point-blank range by Bustos. Pulled down by Naomi Garcia, her first rebound. Spin move to the timeline. Doesn't get it across yet. Unloads to Rice, who does bring it through the timeline on the near side. Sliding with her defensively is Sanchez. Pass back to the far left to Young near the other scores table on the other side of the court. She'll kick it up top to Villasenor with the left hand to the elbow and pivots. Give it over to the right side of the free throw line to Rice. She pivots to the hoop and then backs it out. Pecos doing a good job of sizing up with the defense here, hip to hip. A little dribble pass to Hinter on the right wing. Returns it back to Rice on the free throw line. Kick left to Young. Down to the left corner to Garcia. And she took a little stumble step before going up the sideline with it and travels. Tatum not really getting any penetration in that paint.
No, they're really not, as Pecos has done a nice job keeping them pushed out. They are running the trap even in the offensive zone for Tatum. So Tatum, got to keep their eyes open, because when you run that trap, somebody's going to be open.
5 turnovers for the Coyotes, and now a bad pass is coming across the timeline with Sanchez. Tries a wraparound, a very dangerous throw on the half-court line, and it rolled out. Nobody on that side on the left here, and it rolls out of bounds. That'll be the second Panther turnover. But 5 for Tatum, although they do lead 5-4. 3:08 left first quarter of this championship of the 2A. Into the front court, jump stop for Garcia, throws it down low. Villasenor the reverse on the right side glass, misses it, pulling it down, but getting fouled. Natalia Stout, her second rebound, and you can't wait for her to get it in her arms before you try to start going and get the basketball.
No, you can't. They're going to call the push foul there on Sydney Rice. That'll be her second personal, second team foul on Tatum. So Sydney going to have to check out. Checking in her place will be Colby Hennard. First sub for either team this ball game.
Hennard, a freshman, of course, and definitely a big part of the future of the Tatum Lady Coyotes. They inbound to the far right sideline. Their top scorer, Stout, going hard to the right corner front court. Gets double teamed, tried to save it. They're going to say she went to the floor because of a foul. Looked like she lost her own balance.
Yeah,
and
she just went down.
Ref might have bailed her out on that one. Called that on Avery Hennard, her first, third team foul. Pecos basketball on the far right sideline. And inbounding will be one of their guards. That is Sanchez. Looking for somebody to come get it.
And
5-second violation. Actually, that was Senya was trying to throw it in. That'll go down as the third turnover for the Panthers. So that's an unforced error that they don't want to have against Tatum, number 1 seed in this 2A championship.
Now it's about cashing in that turnover if you can. You're only up by 1, still early.
Garcia gets it down low to Hennard, right block, back door, shot of the way, a leader for Rice, over the rim, no good, rebound at the free throw line, but Villasenor comes down the lane, trying to lean to the hoop. I'm not sure they're going to call that a shooting foul, but she got crunched and she tried to go up with it. Wait to see if she's going to get 2 free throws. She's already on the line, so I think she's going to take what she can get.
Going to call that on Bustos. That'll be her first personal, third team foul, and Villasenor at the line. She saw a little daylight when she got that rebound and drove hard to the rack. Nice job. Even though she didn't get the shot, gets the fouls.
Puts the first one through. Villasenor on the free throw line at this tournament, 25 of 30, 83%, makes the first one there. That's her first point of the ball game. Lady Coyotes now have 3 scorers and misses the second one off the front of the rim. Rebound on the right elbow, pulled down by the Panthers. Bustos throws a bad pass, deflected to lane, stolen by Young. Another turnover for the Panthers. Pass up top to set up the offense to Kobe Hennard. She uses up her dribble, bounces it to her sister Avery on the near side. Crossover, stays on the sideline, now to the top of the arc. Back to the timeline, stops with the basketball, unloads the right elbow to Villasenor, kick out right wing to Colby Hitter for three, and puts it through the hole. Colby Hitter with a long shot, and able to get it through the net.
They left her open on the trap, and they took advantage of it.
Long layup at the other end over the front of the iron is fumbled off the iron, no good. Montoya missing, but a rebound for Tatum, and then a big push foul on the Panthers.
Going to call that on Angel Montoya, who just checked in, her first personal fourth team foul. Good rebound there for Naomi Garcia, her second, as she out-battled a couple of Pecos Panthers to come up with that basketball. Tatum up by 5 with 2:02 to go here in the first, 9-4, and Lady Coyote basketball.
Coach Ragland puts in a sub, Lorela Sanchez, so he's getting to see a lot more fresh legs on the court. Again, 5-point Tatum lead. Pick off at half court, a steal for the Panthers. Laying it up on the right side of the rim is Stout, her first bucket of the ball game. 6 Tatum turnovers now. It's 9-5, still a 4-point cushion for the Lady Coyotes. In the front court, Hennard uses up her dribble, sends it down the lane to Villasenor. Fade away at the front of the rim and misses off the back of the iron. Pulled down in transition by Stout, her third rebound. Up ahead to a breaking Sanchez. Rejected from behind. Colby Hennard. Boy, did she swat that one like a volleyball spike.
Hennard came back very quickly and just absolutely knocked that one into next week. Good hustle to get back and even better body control to keep from getting the foul.
Sanchez will inbound for the Panthers and get it back on the right baseline. Bounce pass to the right wing to Zamora and back deep to the time stripe as she'll hand it off to Armijo. Over to the right wing, dribbling a few steps as Zamora hands it back to her teammate Sanchez. Down the lane, backdoor cut and a pass. Going up with a shot, rejected. Armijo gets it swatted. Hennard was the one that blocked it, picked up by Colby Hennard. She'll take a shot from the left elbow and swishes it. Back-to-back buckets for Colby Hennard, now with 5 points, leading the Lady Coyotes.
Great job by the freshman, coming up big here in the first quarter on the biggest stage in the state.
It's now 11-6, a 5-point lead. Couple of passes, gets it across for the Panthers. A lefty shot from 15 to make it 18. Zamora drills it just inside the three-point line for her first bucket for the freshman. 11-8, 3-point Tatum lead. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball comes across the timeline to Villasenor. She'll take on the Stout defender. There is Stout, Natalia Stout. Pass to the free throw line, give it up to Hennard. Dumps it down left baseline, and Avery Hennard. Double clutch, misses the rim air ball, but it's going to be touched by the Panthers before going out of bounds off the hands of Stout. So Tatum will have it back here in just a second.
Hennard and Stout battling underneath, but Avery got a nice little run there and had a little space before Stout slid back to the baseline to contest and then battled for the rebound and last touched by the Lady Panthers.
Bustos back on the court for the Panthers, inbounding Tatum from the left baseline, trying to get it in as Garcia has to throw it back deep and go near the timeline, pulled down by Villasenor. She'll take on Sanchez, stop and go, screen from Garcia on the right wing, goes the baseline, runner shot, got hit from behind, no call, underneath the hoop for the rebound, and it'll be pulled down by the Panthers, got swatted, but coming down with it was Armijo. Looked like she might have got pushed from behind on that shot from the baseline. Gonna be Panther basketball, inbounding right base is Stout, as she'll bounce it deep over to the far right side to Bustos, going one-on-one against Colby Hennard. Into the front court, put it up top to set up the O to Sanchez, defended by Young. Backs into Young, gives it off on the left elbow, driving the lane is Armijo. Runner shot, gets it to dribble over the rim for 2, her first bucket, and now the Panthers have 4 scores in the books. And that will run out the first quarter clock. Still a lead for your Tatum Lady Coyotes in the championship.
11-10 our score. Tatum up. We'll be back in 1 minute. Second quarter, 2A state title game. Tatum and Pecos here on Cool 95.7. The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net. Start of the second quarter here at the Pit in Albuquerque. 2A girls title tilt between the Tatum Lady Coyotes and the Pecos Panthers. Tatum up 11-10. It'll be Pecos basketball as we start the second half. I'm TJ Miracle with the call. Ty Brent.
Leading scorer for Pecos, 4 for Bustos, and 2 apiece for Stout, Zamora, and Armijo. For your Tatum Lady Coyotes, 5 for Hennard, Colby, and Rice with 3. 2 for Hennard and Villasenor with 1. A shot for 3 to start the second. As coming off the right rim is Stout. Rebound on the left baseline for the Lady Coyotes by Hennard, who are out rebounding right now. 8-4 in terms of boards. Coming across the timeline, Garcia on the right wing, dumps it on the right elbow to Hennard. She spins, Avery goes up hard against 2 defenders, split the difference between 2 of them waiting there, and that was Armijo and Sadie. One of them going to get a foul.
Yeah, they're going to whistle that on Armijo, so that'll be her first personal. First team foul in the quarter. Armijo kind of leaned into Hennard there as she was coming into the lane.
Avery takes a quick free throw and hits it off the front of the rim. No good, but she'll get one more. Has 2 points at this time. Tatum had 6 turnovers in the first quarter, 5 for the Panthers. Second shot is up and swish for Hennard. Got 1 of 2, now with 3 points. Of course, she's averaging double digits here at the state tournament, coming in at 15 a game in this one. Ball comes across the timeline to Armijo. Throws a high one over the right wing to Senya. Drives the lane, throws a high shot, and it goes off the back of the rim and the front. They're going to call the foul in the air that time. And going up toe-to-toe with her up in the sky on the D was Naomi Garcia, but they're going to say a little hack going on.
Yeah, Naomi just a little bit out of position there as she tried to slide over and defend that and just got the body there.
So 2 free throws for Pecos. First shot is up, and it is good. As putting that through is Senya. She came into this game after the first few of the tournament games here in Rio Rancho and Albuquerque at 49%. This team is only a 58% free throw shooter on the season, so they're not the best around. Second shot, though, good. Put me quiet on that one. 2 for Senya. Now it's 12-12. We are tied for the first time in this game. On the near sideline. Ball gets in the hands of Colby Hennard. Throws it across near side again to Garcia. Drives down to the right block. Throws a runner shot with one hand off the back of the rim. A battle for the boards as Amber Young went up for it. Looks like also was touched by Bustos. Be a crapshoot who gets the ball here. Looks like Tatum wins the lottery. On the left baseline will be Colby Hennard, who leads with 5 points for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Gets it into her sister Avery, left wing, drives left elbow. Her pass deflected up top to Young. Wide open now, did not shoot the 3, surprisingly. Kicks off left to Hennard. Colby misses the 3 on the left side. Pulled down to the right block by Villasenor. Leads up, misses. Going back up is Hennard on the left block. She can't get it to drop over the front of the rim. Long rebound for Stout for Pecos for 4 boards. Dribbles out of pressure, kick it right, wide open 3 on the way for Senya off the left rim, no good. And then we got bodies all over the basketball on this left side of the court as battling between 2 Pecos players, Avery Hennard, as she had some serious trouble as she had a girl on both sides of her hips there.
And unfortunately, we've got an injury on the court as Luann Villasenor is down in the front of the Tatum cheerleaders and the Hobbs cheerleaders here too.
Oh, that
and she
look
is
good.
up, and that does not look good. She is limping, being helped off by Coach Greg Slover and the medical staff here at the pit, and that would be a huge loss if she is done for the afternoon.
Left ankle or left knee, that's what she's holding very stout. Had to be helped off, as you said, and boy, you know, not just stats, but team leader. She's had a great tournament, double digits in all the games, last 3 that she's played in, and been top scorer. So, boy, I'm going to have to see who's going to step in the shoes here. Out of the right baseline, backcourt to Avery Hennard. Goes into the timeline. Coming across is Garcia near side as she's guarded by Senya. Backs up to the time stripe on the Lobo logo. I'm not going to say that too quick. Screen from Rice. Gets caught in traffic and throws it back to Rice as she backed away from her screen. Dribbles around the left, then spins back top of the circle and to the timeline now. Backpedaling just a bit. Is getting ridden pretty heavily there on defense and gives it off to Hennard on the right elbow. Back up top, and it's 18-footer on the way for Rice just inside the 3-point line. She has matched Colby Hennard now with 5.
Nice job by Rice. Good movement.
Pass down to the other end and trying to go to the rack with it, but stumbling is Senya. I thought they were going to get a foul called there on Colby Hennard. That's what Coach Ragland wants, but they're going to say she kind of traveled first. That'll be the 6th turnover for Pecos. We have a 14-12 score. 2-point lead for Tatum here in the championship. Second quarter, 6:09 remaining. On the left baseline, inbound for Tatum in the backcourt is Rice. Gets it in far left to Avery Hennard. Comes to the time stripe in the middle, cross over to the left side. In the front court now. Spins around to the right side and unloads to Young. Drives the baseline, hippity hop. Little half shot there, and it gets it blocked and taken off with it is Stout. to the other end, double clutch right side glass and scored. Just her second bucket of the ball game. She's averaging 17.4 here for the season, but right now Tatum kind of holding her in submission, but we're tied at 14. Into the front court, Hinnard shot from the right elbow off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound coming down the right lane by Rice. She gets stripped, trying to put both hands in a little scoop fashion, and got chopped off by both of them.
Nice job by Rice. She split through that, saw it coming off the rim, grabbed the rebound, and she also saw Stout in the neighborhood and probably initiated that contact, but it'll be the first personal on Stout, and it'll put Rice at the line for 2.
Rice with 5 points, has 4 rebounds after that one, and now 2 for 2 on the line, making her second free throw of the night. Or should I say, I guess it is night now, isn't it?
It is.
Hard to tell. 5:37 left, second quarter. Tatum's regained the lead of 15-14. Had the lead up until this quarter, and the shot good for number 2. Tatum is now 4 of 5 from the charity stripe for 80%. It's now 16-14. Pecos down by 2 into the front court. Backing out is Stout. Wanted to see what the defense was going to do. Doesn't use the screen around the right circle. They're going to say there was a little hold coming around with her defensively by Sydney Rice.
And that's a big one because that's the third personal on Sydney. She had to come off the bench because of the injury to Luann Villasenor. And Sydney going to have to check out and sit with 3. Checking in her place will be Karen Byland.
I don't see Villasenor on the bench.
Yeah, she just went up the tunnel, yeah.
They're working with her, though, and she's walking a little bit better, so that's a good sign. Chewing that gum pretty rapidly, too. Maybe they'll take off some of the pain. Pass over the right wing, 3 on the way, and nailing it is Bustos. First tray of the game for the Panthers. Have regained a lead at 17-16. Actually, that's their first lead of the game. Pass to the near sideline, stop and go dribble for Hinnard. Colby Hinnard gets a double team, looking for help. Almost a 5-second count, unloads top of the arc to Young. Over to left side, not ready for it, was Valian. Fumbled the ball, picked up outside the left of the lane, and Garcia tried to thread it down low to Hinnard, but they're going to say she traveled first. 7 turnover for Tatum, and it will be Pecos basketball in the backcourt. Inbounded to Stout near the baseline. Football toss across the half-court stripe. Gonzalez goes with a fade to the basket, misses off the rim, put back up in the middle of the lane, and put through by Zamora. First rebound and 4th point for the freshman, and making it 19-16. The biggest lead is 3 for Pecos here in the second quarter. Coming across the timeline is Hinnard. Bad pass to the right wing to her sister Avery. Picked off by Pecos. Turnover number 8. Tatum is complete, out of sync offensively. Coming down the lane on the right elbow. Stout, kick out right. Another 3 on the way. Stays in the rim. Bustos, back-to-back trays. It's now 10 points for Bustos. A 6-point lead for Pecos, and Coach Slover needs to talk to the squad.
4:19 to go here in the first half. Pecos 22, Tatum 16. We're back in a minute here on Cool 95.7.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Back here at the pit at Albuquerque, Coach Greg Slover takes the timeout with his Lady Coyotes falling behind 6. It's 22-16, our score, 4:19 to go first half. I'm TJ Miracle, and back to the action. Here's Ty Friend.
Tatum has not had really to worry about being behind at the tournament. They are in this one as Colby Hinnard with the basketball throws it to the time stripe, middle of the court to Garcia. Double team. She dribbled to the free throw line. Ball still loose. She gets on her back and has the ball behind her back, and 2 or 3 Pecos players kind of crabbing over the top of her. And that's the arrow's going to go to Pecos, and unfortunately goes down as a turnover. 1 away from double digits. We said Tatum's had some problems with turnovers in the tournament, but still won some games big. That's 9 turnovers, a half-court inbound, ricochets off Garcia, picked up by Pecos, laid over the front of the rim, put through by Zamora. That was a big mistake there as it came off the arms of Garcia. 6 points for Zamora. They've got their biggest lead as Pecos at 8. Coming down the lane at the other end, going hard to the rack is Avery Hinnard. Has a defender shuffling in front of her, moved her body a little bit. They got the foul. The ball came off the rim. They're going to get Montoya, though, with the shuffle.
I like the attack right there because coming in, Hennard saw that she had a shot and a chance for the little push shot, and also Montoya there guarding. She was hoping for the and one, but she'll take 2 from the line.
Hennard was shooting 4 for 7 here at the tournament in the previous games. Makes that free throw there. It was 57%, but tonight she is 3 of 4 for 75%. Has 5 points, matching up with Colby Hennard, and 6 for Rice, we should say. Second one in and out. Ball get knocked around underneath the hoop and chased around and zeroing on the basketball. Then going to the baseline, lost it for a second with Stout. That's her 6th rebound. They're going to call a push out as getting hands on her on the baseline was Karen Bellin and pushed her out of bounds. So that foul going to go on her.
That'll be her first personal, 3rd team foul on Tatum. 3:49 to go here in the first half. Tatum trails by 7.
24-17, 3:45 is coming across the timeline. Hippity hop for Stout. Number one's going against each other, against Hennard. Pass the right elbow, wide open for the J off the back of the iron, Sanchez. And ripping it down the freshman on the right block. Colby Hennard, her first, to the timeline. Pass off to Garcia, goes to rack, reverse layup right, and scores off the glass. She got ahead of the defenders. That is the 5th score for Tatum, who trails by 5. Going to the other end, long pass down court to Bustos. Could not chase it down on the left baseline. Pecos starting to get some balls up to the Tatum Lady Coyotes on that big comeback.
Tatum has settled themselves down out on the floor, and that is a good thing, even without Luann Villasenor, who's out injured. This Tatum team still with a lot of firepower.
That was the 7th Pecos turnover. Tatum with 9. Coming across to the near sideline of the dribble, Garcia sails it over to Hennard. Colby on the right wing. Gives it right back on the give and go to Garcia, right side. Kick out right corner. 15-footer by Young off the back of the rim. And we got a tie-up in the paint. The Tatum Coyote goes to the floor on her butt there, Karen Bellion, but she was definitely battling hard with the Pecos players, Zamora. This time the arrow going to go for the Lady Coyotes underneath their basket, trailing by 5.
Great job by Karen. She saw that one was going to bounce around, and she could tie it up, and she did.
Inbound to Hennard. Avery on the right wing. Pivots, throws up a shot, off balance. Not a good choice there. It's an air ball underneath the hoop for Pecos. Stout with her 7th rebound. Quick dribble up the far right sideline, leaning by 5 over Tatum. Gives it up top to Armijo. Drives away with the runner, and they're going to call the foul the body as the ball came off the left rim, but she's going to the line for free throws. As Tatum going to get whacked with another call here.
That'll be on Garcia. That'll be her 2nd personal, 4th team foul on Tatum. And so this will be the second chance for free throws here for Tatum with Armijo at the line. Or for Pecos.
As she steps up to the charity stripe, couple of dribbles going on. First shot is bouncing off the rim, no good, so she'll get one more though. Yeah. Armijo came into the game, or actually for the season, at 66% from the charity stripe. Once again, this team did not break the 60 mark for the season up until this game. One more for her. She's got 2 points. Pecos 2 for 2 on the line before that free throw, and now it's going to be 1 for 2 for Armijo with 3 points. 25-19. The Panthers up by 6, 2:45 left of the half. This 2A championship here at the Pin in Albuquerque. Pass comes across to Young on the right wing for Tatum. Top of the arc up the dribble. Screen from Hennard. Gives it back to Hennard, top of the arc. Avery Hennard, spin move, lost the ball in the air, is able to retract it, but uses up the dribble. Pivoting now, looking for help on the right wing. Gives it off to Bellion. Down low, but to nobody, except a Pecos Panther waiting for it. That was a pick off the 10 turnover. They throw it up ahead. Layup on the right side, missed by Sanchez. Chased down by Tatum, middle of the court. Carrying the ball high in the air. They don't call the travel on that one. Garcia, she lost the ball coming down the lane. That'll be another turnover, number 11. And into the front court is Stout, top of the arc. Dribble behind her back. Unload the ball to Armijo, right side, 3 off the side of the rim. Chased down the left side by Sanchez for her first rebound. Goes to the rack, double clutch, left block, no good. Pulled down outside the lane on the left side by Colby Hennard, her second rebound. And an errant pass up the near sideline ahead of Bellion, and it goes out of bounds to the Pecos bench. And boy, both teams are completely out of whack going both directions.
They are, but good news for the Lady Coyotes as help is on the way. Luann Villasenor just came out of the tunnel, and she checks back in as it looks like she's moving around pretty good, maybe a little gingerly. But that gives your floor general back out there for the Lady Coyotes.
I don't see any type of wraps, and she almost got a steal on the inbound, got a hand on the basketball via Senor. Now she gets it again, and it comes off her hands at half court. She's going to battle a third time. Pecos gets away from it. 3 on the way from the right wing for Bustos off the front of the rim. And guess who gets the rebound? Via Senor. Her 4th board. Drives up the near right sideline of the backcourt and then gets fouled by Pecos.
Yeah, running right up her back was Analia Armijo. That'll be her second personal, 4th team foul on Pecos as she came up and just absolutely crunched her in the back.
Nice to see Villasenor come back, averaging 22.5 here in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho, and 11 rebounds on top of that. She gets the ball across the timeline near the Lobo logo, drives around the right circle, kick out right corner. Avery Hayter going to spot a three off the left rim, though. Pulled down to the left baseline by Stout. That's her 8th board. Somebody's got to block her out. Sails a pass to the opposite court, far right, going from the left side, over the head of Sanya, out to the Taskervich band out there in the baseline corner, the other side of the court. That will be another turnover for Pecos, number 8. Tatum basketball. They're going to have 2 defenders back there with them, as it's inbounded back deep to Garcia with 1:15 left of the half. A 6-point Pecos lead. Stop and go for Garcia to the near right sideline of the front court. Screen for Villasenor. Uses up her dribble, though. Pivoting is Garcia. Gets it back to the timeline to Avery Hinner. Unloads to the left wing to Young. Dumps it left corner to Colby Hinner. She'll take a few dribbles, turns it to her sister Avery in the left baseline, drives, gets it knocked off her knee, and down on the floor to pick it up for Pecos was Bustos. She'll throw it ahead to Stout, coming down the right lane. Little hippity-hop move, misses the layup. Put back up on the left block by Sanya, misses. Another rebound by Stout. Her night, she doesn't able to tip it over the left rim. It finally goes to the out of bounds, and it looks like Villasenor comes up with it. She is hobbled definitely now.
She got whacked once again as Stout came over and rolled over on her. She got her 5th rebound, but then she gets fouled as they are going to put that one up on Stout. So that'll be her 2nd personal and the 5th team foul. Villasenor, as you mentioned, hobbling, so she heads to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of that at all. And I kind of wonder, 40 seconds, maybe let her shoot and get off the court because, you don't want to get her any more hurt than she is at this point. Free throws off the back of the rim, no good. Now she's had a ton, or excuse me, is that her third, no, the 3rd free throw of the game. She's 1 of 3 now. Most of the free throw attempts have been from Avery Hennard. She is 3 for 5. And Sydney Rice, 2 for 2. Second shot at the back or front of the rim, but gets her own rebound, goes back up reverse on the right side and scores over 2 defenders.
And the foul.
Yep, she's got 3 points, 6 rebounds now after that one, and a chance for a 3-point play.
And it looks like Pecos has decided, well, we're just going to try and beat her up. They're going to call that on Linda Sanchez. That'll be her 2nd personal, 6th team foul, and Villasenor with another chance at the stripe. She's got her 1st bucket of the ball game. Now let's see if she can add to it from the line and get Tatum back even closer.
Yeah, besides the stats, she's a good leader, too. She's telling players who to pick up on D when the subs come in. Very good job of taking control. 1st free throw, good on that one. The only one on a 3-point play. She's got 4 points. 30 seconds left in the half. Tatum down by 3, 25-22. Pecos in the front court, far right side, Sanya. Goes it up the right wing to Bustos. Tries to post up, Stout underneath. Or actually, that wasn't Stout. Another one of their tall players underneath, Montoya. Ball gets booted out, and it will be Pecos basketball. Very close in the paint there as Tatum kind of converged.
Avery Hennard had a hand on it, but just couldn't control it as it was going towards the baseline.
Sanchez inbounds to Montoya. Kick out right corner. 3 on the way off the back of the rim for Sanchez. Rebound in the left wing by Sanya. She'll spin, go down the lane, throws it off the left rim, no good on the layup. Rebound Villasenor on the right block, her 7th. Gets knocked to the floor, and Coach Slover helping out the 3 referees out there to get the call, and she got flat right on her stomach. 3 defenders just slammed on top of her. You can hear the booing for the Pecos fans, but it ain't going to matter. No, they're not going to change a call on that.
Call it on Montoya, her 3rd personal, and again, it looks like Pecos has decided every time Luann gets anywhere close to the basketball, they're going to forget the basketball stuff. They're going pure WWE out there on her.
Now, Villasenor only has 1 basket here in this 2nd quarter, but she's been on the line 5 times in the game, but 2 of 5. Definitely want to improve on those free throw numbers. First shot is up and swished. So she's got 4 points here in this 2nd quarter, 6 overall, and came into this game in terms of free throw shooting at 83%. Not at that point right now, but we'll see how she does in the 2nd half. Misses off the left rim on the 2nd one. Chased down the right corner. Zamora tried to throw it off a Tatum foot, and it goes out of bounds. So now, wait a second. That ball was loose, and they give a timeout to Coach Ragland.
They do. 7 seconds remaining here in the quarter. We'll just keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout. Say a big thank you to our friends at Legendary Services, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy, LECO. Also the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Bob's Thriftway, IPS Incorporated, Lasco Construction, and Eunice Pump and Supply. making Tatum Lady Coyotes State Tournament basketball possible here on Cool 95.7, Tatum Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Of course, another championship matchup tomorrow on our family of stations. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon back here at the pit. The Hobbs Lady Eagles going to be taking on the Sandia Lady Matadors. They started the season against each other. They will finish it against each other tomorrow at 2 o'clock on Eagle 100.5 and 11:10 a.m. Hobbs Sports YouTube. But back here at the pit, Tatum Sports YouTube, Cool 95.7 with the call. Tatum basketball.
Man-to-man defense, full court press for Tatum. Pecos brings it across 4 seconds. Pass into Sanchez, top of the arc, down to 1. Nobody's going to shoot, and that is the end of the half. Boy, that's a miscalculation for Pecos. Take up a 3, you might get your cushion even bigger than what it is right now, but it's going to be a 2-point ball game heading into the half.
25-23, Pecos in the lead. Halftime here at the pit in Albuquerque. 2A championship continues. We're back in 3 minutes as Lady Coyote basketball is here on Cool 95.7.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net.
Like you want it all.
And welcome back to the pit in Albuquerque. Halftime of this 2A championship game between the Tatum Lady Coyotes and the Pecos Lady Panthers. Right now it's Pecos in the lead, 25-23. But for a pretty good portion of that first halftime, friend, Tatum was without their floor general and their leading scorer, Luann Villasenor, but she came back late, and that's when Tatum sparked it back and got this close again.
Yeah, she definitely, she was posting up, going for basketballs on the boards, getting some free throw looks, and really trying to help out the cause the best she could. We were kind of wondering if she was going to come back because she went up the tunnel and didn't come back for a few minutes after that, which you can expect. I mean, she was pretty heavy duty on that left leg or ankle. Came back on the court, was limping, got kind of slammed to the court. 3 players came on top of her on a rebound and got off the floor and had to walk all the way to the other end for free throws and was limping pretty noticeably. So not sure what you can do about that during halftime. I know Hobbs Eagle boys lost their starting center by halftime. He didn't come back the second half, of course, in yesterday's game. And Henderson, 7-footer too, big part of the paint for the Hobbs Eagles. And you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you can tape those up really well, but again, it's pretty tough to get up and down the court, especially when if your foot starts to expand a little bit and it hurts your shoe to run up and down the court. It's kind of tough to do, but got to give her a lot of credit for coming back even in the second quarter, let alone the second half.
Well, you certainly do, and she came in, and 5 points in the first half for her. 7 points. Sydney Rice leads the way for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. 4 in the books for Avery Hennard. So Tatum's done a fairly nice job up and down. What I was most impressed with is even with Villasenor not on the floor, they held Natalia Stout to just 4 points in that first half. But unfortunately, Brianna Bustos stepped up and she chipped in 10 of the 25 for Pecos. Now, Tatum, having a little trouble in the first half, shooting just 7 of 23 from the floor. That's 30%. Ouch. Only attempted 2 3-pointers. Got one of them to fall. They had a couple more open looks, but chose to try and get it inside. And I don't think that's the worst idea, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then 8 of 14 from the free throw line for Tatum. And I don't think that's the worst idea in the world because Pecos has decided, and we mentioned it, they are going to play physical, which means they're going to pick up a lot of fouls. So Tatum's going, okay, foul us, please. We'll go to the free throw line. We'll get you in foul trouble, and then we'll run away with this thing at the end.
I think, Tatum also needs to be careful, though. But, Stout hasn't made a lot of points, but she's getting too many defensive rebounds. And has a total of 9 boards right now. Getting the ball up the court. She can dribble, too, so that gives a lot of speed going up the sidelines. Got to get a stop on her, not getting the transition game going for Pecos. They were dominating completely throughout that first half in terms of, big-time leads or anything that were horrible. But at the same time, don't let her, even if she's not scoring a lot, do other stuff that's going to help out your cause. Turnovers, you look at those right now. You cannot have double-digit turnovers. 12 for Tatum, not helping their cause. It wasn't a big problem through about the first quarter, but then the second came into play. That's when we started seeing some, even on forced errors, passes up the sidelines, going out of bounds, even to the Pecos bench, which is kind of adding insult to injury there. We saw 8 turnovers, though, for Pecos. They're averaging 20 turnovers a ball game, and, of course, they're in the semifinal game despite that. But we need to get more from out of that. We got to get those traps set, and we can't just let Stout and some of these other girls to drive up the sidelines and break the trap pressure.
No, you can't. And, you mentioned the turnovers. Those turnovers for Tatum, telling stat, points from turnovers. Pecos with 15, Tatum only with 9. So, Tatum cashing in on some, but Pecos doing more. And you also mentioned, points in the paint and what they're doing there. 10 points in the paint for Pecos, only 8 for the Lady Coyotes. But here's a big one, and this comes from the offensive glass. Second chance points, Tatum with 6, Pecos only with 2.
Okay, yeah, that's something we need to continue. We got to get people magnetic to the basketball. Villasenor got 7 boards. She's doing a job. Bunch of players have 2 each. Avery Hennard, Naomi Garcia, and Colby Hennard. And that's Sydney Rice with 4 boards herself. So those girls that are off ball, maybe, pass the ball and cut. Shots up, go to the rack, take care of business, get some tips. And we've seen a couple times, like you mentioned, second and third chances underneath. One of these times it's going to fall in or maybe get a foul out of it. Free throw situation right now, not the best for Tatum. 8 of 14 in terms of their shooting at 57%. In the previous games here at the tournament, they were 35 of 51, 68%. So we're seeing a drop in percentage. Although at the same time, Pecos shooting 75%, 3 for 4. They're not getting a lot of free throws, but they're taking care of them when they need to. So lots of things to talk about here in terms of this game in the second half, but I'm really wanting to see if Villasenor can come back and stay on that court for the next 2 quarters.
Well, that's what you're going to need if you're the Tatum Lady Coyotes. If you want to get out of here with your 5th Big Blue trophy to put in the Big Red trophy case back at Coyote Country. So 25-23, Pecos in the lead here at the Pit in Albuquerque. The 2A Girls Championship game will be back in 90 seconds for the start of the second half. This is Tatum Lady Coyote basketball from the state tournament in Albuquerque on Cool 95.7.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, getting ready for the start of the second half of this title game. Pecos and Tatum going at it here at the pit in Albuquerque. Pecos with the lead, 25-23. Manny V in studio engineering and producing. I'm TJ Miracle, and as we get back to it with the call, Ty Friend.
Pecos leading scorers once again. Brianna Bustos, 10 points. 6 for Abriel Zamora, who's just a freshman, and 4 for Natalia Stout, the senior. Way below her average of 17 a game, but rebounds at 9. So she's getting close to half of her double-double as normal, but not yet. And Tatum doing a good job of keeping her at bay. Tatum Lady Coyotes, nobody in double digits yet. Getting close, though. Avery Hennard, 6 points. And also it was Sydney Rice with 6 in the first half, 5 for Colby Hennard, and 4 for Luann Villasenor, who is back on the court, but she's already limping out there, TJ.
Yeah, she is not feeling too good. She spent a little extra time working under the basket, just trying to get everything feeling out. But even if I would take her at 75% over a lot of other girls. So she's out there. She's a trooper.
Here comes Stout. Comes down the lane. Kicks it left corner. Fadeaway 3. Rainbow jumper off the back of the rim for Sanya. Pulled down underneath for the Lady Coyotes by Garcia. Throws it ahead to a breaking Hennard to the right rack. 2 hands off the glass. Misses. And we got the ball on the floor. Diving for it for Pecos was Bustos, her 3rd rebound. But a bad pass picked up and thrown up by Villasenor on the left elbow. She's got 6 points and puts it through for Tatum. We're tied at 25 in the championship.
Great job by there. Aubrey Young outfought everybody for that rebound, then pushed it out to Luann, who was wide open.
On the right wing after the pass, in the hands of Sanchez. Sling it over to left corner to Sane, who just shot the 3 early. Comes down the lane, double clutch is rejected by Garcia. Rebound pulled down by Villasenor, her 8. And she'll send it up the far right sideline to Rice. Tatum with a lot more energy coming into this second quarter. Hands back to Villasenor. Drives up top. Bounce the pass right off the knee of Stout. And I'm kind of surprised they called that illegal, because if the ball is thrown at your leg, that's not intentional, so they let the ball go on that. But he called a quick whistle on that.
Yeah, he did. He called the kick ball very fast. So stays Tatum basketball, so they get a break right there. A minute gone here in the third, all tied at 25.
Yeah, the misconception is the defender, if it hits off your leg or elbow or something, or lower leg, that it's automatically a kick ball, and it's not the case. Inbound to the timeline to Garcia. Puts the ball over to the left wing to Young. Good screen coming across. And down the lane, a shot taken by Young off the back of the rim after that screen from Rice. Ball comes off the iron. We got a rebounding foul. It might have been Hennard pushing off, but she chased the sideline. No, they're going to call that again instead on Aubrey Young.
Going to call Young over the back on that one. She is a scrapper under there and just a little bit out of control that time. But like the energy fighting to keep that basketball in Tatum possession.
Everybody's matched up on defense in the backcourt. Full court press. The ball gets tipped out on the near right sideline, intended for Sanchez. And Tatum right in the passing lane that time. Aubrey Young again put some pressure on. Long inbound to the backcourt. Pulled down by Bustos. Thrown to the timeline and dribbling across is Armijo. No look pass, kind of a sidewinder to the left elbow, spinning around is Stout, triple team. Kick out left wing, 3 on the way. Bounces out the back of the iron for Sanchez. Rebound for Avery Hennard, her 3rd rebound. Up ahead to the right side of the lane to Villasenor, drives the rack. Even with the hurt leg, she's going to the hole hard. Gets fouled going up, ball came off the iron. But you got to give her some credit getting out ahead of the transition game.
She did a nice job there, and rushing to get back was Linda Sanchez, who bodied into her. So Villasenor back at the line where she has had a little trouble today, but now that she's kind of stabilizing out, we'll see.
Makes the first free throw now, 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. That makes the Tatum Lady Coyotes 9 of 15 overall, 60%.
And that will put Tatum back up in this one, 26-25.
That was the 2nd foul on Sanchez. One more here for Villasenor. Is up and good. She's only got 2 buckets in the game, but is able to dump in 3 free throws. 7 for her now, tying up Avery Hennard for top score. Weaving through pressure into the front court. Stout is going all the way to the lane. Villasenor just kind of last second tries to swipe at it, but easy layup. She got loose on everybody. 6 points for Stout.
First time they've lost her all game, though.
27 all is the score in the backcourt. Avery Hennard slings it across the Villasenor, coming down the right lane through 2 defenders, leans and shoots, is fouled. Got close to the rim as she could, and saw that little gap between those 2 black jerseys and takes advantage of it.
And they're going to call that on Bustos. That'll be her 2nd personal, 2nd team foul, and Villasenor back to the line, and I like the attacking nature for the Lady Coyotes here.
Coach Ragland has got to get on his team. You got an injured player out there. I hate to say take advantage of her, but you got to get a body on her. Make her use her legs a little bit. She nails the free throw there. 2 for 2 here in the 3rd quarter, and made her last 3 in the game. Has 8 points. She'll get 1 more here to add to a 2-point lead if she can, and misses out the front of the rim. At the free throw line, pulling it down for Pecos is Senya, her 3rd. Fires it over to the far left wing, front court to Stout, taking on Hennard. Avery Hennard comes around the right circle, dribbling through her legs is Stout. Put it up top to Armijo. Driving the right side of the lane, reverse, going up on 2 defenders. Went right between the 2 for Tatum, Garcia, and Young. One of those going to get the foul.
They're going to tag Young on it. That'll be her 2nd personal, 2nd team foul. And so heading to the line now will be Analia Armijo, who's 1 of 2 from the line.
They're 3 for 4 as a team, 75%, well ahead of their regular season number, 58% from the charity stripe, and swishes that one. One more coming up here for Armijo with 4 points. So far for Pecos, they've had 5 scores in the books and 5 for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. 28 all. Boy, this is a epic battle here for a championship from the 2A. Second shot is up, off the back of the rim, no good. Pulled down in the middle of the paint for Avery Hennard, her 4th rebound. Sends it to the far side to Villasenor. Spin move, gets a screen across the line by Rice. Throw it back door, double clutch, good head fake. Missing the shot point blank is Garcia. Rebound on the left block by Hennard, that's her 5th. Over to left elbow, shot by Young off the back of the rim and hits out of bounds. Last touch by the Coyotes. I don't think anybody actually touched it. The shot just went out. And Pecos will have it right in front of the Hobbs Eagle cheerleaders.
And the Tatum Coyote cheerleaders, too.
Mix and match over there. They had the Tatum Coyote cheerleaders in front on the front baseline. A steal on the inbound, far right sideline. Pass down to the right block. They're going to say travel first. Villasenor kind of lost her balance and still tried to hippity hop it through, but the ball was not where it needed to be. She was holding on to it. The feet were shuffling all over the place. So that's going to be Tatum's 9th turnover. Pecos picked up one prior.
And now they turn it over again on a bad inbound, so that'll be the 10th turnover for Pecos as Tatum ratcheting up the defensive pressure, especially on the inbounds, and they get the ball back, tied at 28 apiece, 5.5 to go in the 3rd.
Referees having a conversation about the out of bounds on that one. We've got a combined 23 turnovers in this game, 13 for Tatum and 10 for Pecos. They're going to move it back to the baseline. And again, we got this new inbound rule where you can go where if it goes out at certain places, so that's what they were discussing there. Been in place for about 2 seasons now. Inbound to Hennard, right corner, gives it underneath the hoop, faking the shot. Rice lost the ball, went flat on the floor on the left block, was coming underneath the hoop from right to left, and there's a tied-up jump call here. Hope it's for Tatum, or that'll go down as a turnover. I guess the Coyotes will retain off the arrow.
Yes, they will, as Stout tied up Hennard underneath and just swatted away from him, and then battling for it as Rice to inbound left of her own bucket.
She keeps trying to get it to somebody, and finally coming to her is Hennard. She'll throw a hook in the paint off the dribble, misses, gets her own rebound, her 6th. Ball gets knocked out of her hands, but she touches it last, out of bounds. 6th rebound for Hennard, battling hard underneath that hoop. And now they're going to play some full court tee. There they go, the football throw, bounces at half court, picked up by Senya. Double clutch out of the front of the rim, misses it. Chased down by the Tatum Lady Coyotes on the far right sideline by Rice, her 5th.
Good job by Rice as she just out-battled Senya and Zamora for that.
Bounced across to Garcia in the front court, sliding left to right up the dribble, backs it out, got away with the push-off that time, as she's being guarded closely by Zamora. Sends it to the left wing to Young. Clock to 5 minutes left, third. Backdoor cut to Rice, and overthrows her out of bounds to the left baseline, turnover number 14.
Yeah, Tatum just a little bit out of sorts right there, but fortunately at this point, Pecos has not been able to capitalize on it. Pecos with Armijo checking back into the ballgame as they take possession, and Villasenor steals it.
Yep. Oh, she gets a high dribble, though. Got away with the carry. One official wasn't going to call it right next to it. The other one at the baseline calls it. Coach Slover going after the baseline official and thought, what the heck are you calling that for? But I think his other ref was so far back to court that he picked it up for him. That is a turnover, number 15. Inbound deep. Two stout in the backcourt. The number ones going against each other against Avery Hinter. Crossover. Hinter gets the ball. It's knocked off the foot. Rolls to the near sideline, then tied up. Great play. Both girls diving on the floor that time. Hinter trying to get a steal. The arrow on the jump ball going to go to Pecos. And boy, she just completely slid across the hardwood.
She did, putting everything on the line. I mean, there is no tomorrow for either one of these teams.
Inbound on the near sideline. Trying to be putting it in is Bustos. Oh, they give a warning of reaching over the line there via Sonora. Kind of surprised he waited so long to call that. The ball was already in play, and you just let it go at that point, I think. But they're going to give it back to Pecos. Bustos to re-inbound here, right in front of us on the media table right side. High inbound down to the stout in the right corner. Give it go to the thrower. Bustos goes up strong, but she runs over the top of Garcia. Completely pummels her. Garcia pops up smiling after that one.
And they're going to call the charge on Bustos. That'll be her third personal, third team foul, 12th turnover on Pecos. Nice job getting underneath, getting set, and pulling that charge.
Tatum got to beat some full court trapping going on here. As it gets bounced in and brought back to Rice. Slings it to the near side, almost throws it behind, hindered out of bounds. She's able to save it. Stop and go dribble all the way to the right side. Still has it across the line, throws it across to Rice. Drives the lane right, throws a high arching layup on the right side, miss. And pulled down underneath by Stout. That's her 10th rebound. She gets stripped at the timeline, taken by Garcia. Kicks it left baseline, a 15-footer air ball by Rice. Saved on the right baseline, and the rebound by Hennard. And they're going to say she stepped on the line. Another turnover, number 16. And you hate to give turnovers on that because she got kind of shoved into that line and didn't know where else to go with it.
Now, not much you could do on that one. I like the intensity that Tatum puts up there, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Greg Slover as they just missed 3 golden opportunities, point-blank range. 4:07 to go third quarter, all tied at 28. 2A title game continues in 1 minute on Cool 95.7.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Welcome back to Tatum Lady Coyote basketball. It was actually Pecos who took the 60-second timeout. It'll be Lady Panther basketball. And with the Lady Coyote call, here's Ty Friend.
Boy, that ball was thrown very close to the far left sideline. Almost getting a pick on it was Sydney Rice. Big battle going on that far left sideline. Tipped out by Rice, at least the official said that. And inbounding now will be Natalia Stout on that far left in the backcourt. Does it to the free throw line of the backcourt to Gonzalez. But back to Stout, but a steal in the way. Hitter is going to go to the rack on the right side and scores. She has got 9 points, and that will be the 14th turnover for Pecos. 30-28 Tatum. A runner shot at the other end for Pecos out the free throw line, missing out the back, Zamora. And the big battle for the rebound, tied up on the right block. Hitter got a hand on the basketball on the Pecos player with the initial hand on the ball on Leah Gonzalez. The jump arrow going to go to Tatum.
So good job there as Tatum ties them up. That'll force the 15th turnover on Pecos.
Trap pressure being applied. Inbound to Garcia in the paint. She'll spin and pass it off to the far right. Bringing it across hard off the dribble is Rice. Sends it back to the timeline. Coming across is Garcia. Picked up hard by Zamora. Unloads to the right wing to Hinter. Drives the right elbow. Back door to Villasenor with the righty layup. Going up high with the shot put action that time. That's her second bucket here in the third quarter. She's got 10, and we got a violation on the baseline. Actually, the ball was thrown out of bounds on the near side, but it didn't touch anybody. They're going back to the baseline underneath the Tatum hoop. 16 turnovers now for the Panthers.
And Villasenor with 7 points in this third quarter, 13 overall. 12 overall, has done a nice job since coming back from injury.
Ball in the hands of Hendard in the right corner after the inbound. Bounces it left side of the court to Rice. Hippity hop in the lane. Hook shot, middle of the paint, over the glass, into the hoop, and score it.
Sid the Kid with 9 now.
So Rice is definitely helping out the cause, 34-28. They go back door to the other end, trying to pivot, but sliding her feet was Sanya. She had a defender on top of her that time, Rice, down at the deep left block. But that's a travel. That'll be 17 turnovers now for Pecos. 34-28, Tatum up by 6. Little run going on here. And a 5-second violation, not going to help the Tatum cause. That'll be a turnover, as that will be for Tatum, number 17. Boy, numbers are starting to get kind of equal here on these turnovers. Not pretty basketball completely in this game. 32, or make it 34 turnovers, 17 for each team so far.
But a 6-point lead for Tatum. They'll take it with 3:08 to go here in the third. Villasenor barking at her teammates, hey, you know where to go and what to do.
Sanchez will put it back deep on the inbound to Stout. Left side, goes hard against Henry to the right elbow. Dribbles behind her back, triple team. Throws it up backwards as she was going towards the hoop, but tipped up and in off the rim on the right side by Montoya. Her first bucket and first rebound. It's 34-30. In the backcourt, they're caught a travel in the paint. Trying to pass it out of the transition was Rice. Stumbled in the lane and picks up the 18th turnover. Boy, the numbers not looking good in that category, but again, still hold on to the 4-point lead.
That's the important thing. If you've got to hold on to the lead, but you cannot keep giving Pecos this many opportunities.
Inbound comes to the left block, spinning in the lane, fumbling the basketball is Sanchez, picked away by Villasenor. Another turnover, 18 for Pecos, and passes it off in the paint. And we got a foul as banging into Tatum was Montoya.
And that'll be her 4th personal. That'll be the 4th team foul. That's the 5th team foul.
That should be double bonus.
That should be bonus time. Nope, just the 4th team foul. I was right there.
Coming in the game now for Pecos was Analia Armaijo, and everybody's matched up on D against Tatum. Pass is thrown in and brought back to Rice in the paint in the backcourt. One hands it over to the far right sideline to Hendard. Uses up her dribble, though, not the place you want to do it. Floats it to the half-court line of Garcia. Throws it across to Rice. Shot from the free throw line as she put on the brakes off the back of the rim. Rebound underneath by Hendard. Her spin move with 8 boards. Before she get up the shot, they call the push foul. Should be on the floor, but Tatum will have it underneath the hoop. That should be a double bonus, though.
It should be, as they will whistle that one on Zamora. That'll be her first personal, but the 5th team foul, so put Avery at the line to shoot 2.
She is 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. Or make it 5 of 8 and misses that one off the rim. Should have kept my mouth quiet. Has 8 or make it 9 points so far. 8 for Villasenor, 8 for Sydney Rice. Lots of girls adding to the point totals in this one. A 4-point Tatum lead. Second shot is off the back of the rim. Chasing the left block, hook shot in the paint, no good for Villasenor after a 9th rebound. Now we got a big scrub on it, and getting pushed into the baseline with Sydney Rice. Had 2 Pecos players on top of her. No foul, but it was a jump, and that's going to be Panther basketball.
Yeah, Sydney got the rebound, and then immediately Stout and Gonzalez crashed in on her and grabbed hold of the ball. Not sure how they got all ball on that one, but they did.
That's the 6th rebound for Sydney Rice. Leader is Villasenor with 9 boards. Avery Hendard has 8, so lots of girls crashing the glass for Tatum. 34-30, inbound to Pecos on the far left side is Stout. Standing with her, the other number 1, Hendard. Pass over the right wing to Sanchez. Goes down the lane, hippity-hop move, and she stumbles ahead. Had a defender coming at her straight on, and she was worried about that. Naomi Garcia gets the travel. That's the 19th turnover for Pecos. Inbound to the near side to Avery Hendard. Back to the deep to the baseline to Rice. Swing it to the right side to Garcia. Kick it across to Hendard on the right wing. Stop and go. She takes on Zamora to the right corner. Gives it back to Villasenor. 3 wide open right side. Clinks off the front of the rim. Rebound on the free throw line by Armijo. Her second. Hand off on the near side to Stout. She carries that ball about 10 feet above her head. Did have her hand on top of the basketball, so that is going to be a carry, and that'll be a turnover number 20. Boy, to say a championship game has 38 turnovers, you just can't believe it, but hey, the championship's given to the team that has more points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's the points that matter, not the turnovers, and when both teams, the tough defense for both of them has forced a lot of these turnovers, it hadn't been a lot of unforced errors.
Pass ahead of Garcia as it chases down the lane. Reverse layup right, misses just low of the rim. Rebound again for Hinnard. Fade away on the left block and is foul. Boy, she's really crashing hard. Now has 9 rebounds now. Missed the shot on the left side, but she will get 2 throws to try to add to her total.
I don't know where she came from because it looked like there were 4 Pecos girls there and not a Tatum Lady Coyote within 15 feet. And then all of a sudden, Hinnard is right there battling and gets the board.
That's a 6th foul. Of course, double bonus at 5. Ooh, that one rims out. She's missed her last 4 free throws, 3 in the third and a couple before that in the second. Right now, though, has 9 points. Has a bunch of free throws in this game, at least attempts. She's shot 11 times and has made 5 of those, less than half. But wants to add on to this 4-point lead right now, 34-30 with 1:46 left, third quarter. Championship. Second shot is good. Swish for Hinnard. She's now got 9 points. Make it 10. Or 9, the back right the first time. 1:46 remaining. Taking a breather is Hinnard. Inbounding on the left baseline of the backcourt for Pecos is Zamora. Bounces into the near right side to Stout. She'll go one-on-one against Villasenor to cross the timeline with the crossover move. Continues down the lane against 3 defenders. Leads and shoots off the back of the iron. Pulled down by Villasenor in the paint. That's her 10th rebound.
Double-double.
Yep, double-double right there. Pass down to the right corner to the sophomore. Throws up a shot, but they're going to say a charge foul. They're going to say Colby Hinnard ran into her defender as she was shooting. Actually, they called on her. It might be Villasenor
yeah.
on the rebound. So that's only her first, though. Third team foul against the Coyotes. And now everybody's in the backcourt, all 10 players, including the thrower. Ball gets dejected a second, but picked up on the near side in the dribble now for Zamora. Sends it ahead to Stout right in the lane, leads and shoots. As she put her shoulder down into Garcia. Garcia started backpedaling. She got it knocked back a little bit. They called on her for not having her feet set.
Yeah, if she'd have set the feet, it would have been the charge and the turnover. Instead, it will send Stout to the line to shoot 2. It's her first trip to the stripe.
4 fouls on Tatum, 1 away from the double bonus with 1:23 left, third quarter. Stout with just 6 points, 11 less than her season average in terms of points, and nails the free throw.
Tatum Lady Coyotes here on KLEA Hobbs Lovington, Cool 95.7.
Stout came into the game at 67% on the season. This is just her second free throw of the contest. She leads in 5 different stat categories for Pecos. Misses off the front of the rim and ripping it down is Villasenor. That's her 11th rebound for that double-double still. Gives it off to Rice in the backcourt, and she's going to dribble hard to the near left sideline, guarded by Zamora with 1:13 remaining. To Garcia at the timeline as she came across. Stop and go to the far right. Cross court left over to Young. Young gets a screen up top, and a screen and roll for Rice. Gets the pass back on the give and go. Left side layup and score it. Put it in for Rice. That's her 10th point of the ball game. Double digits. As now we've got 3 players in double digits. Into the front court. Stout weaves through, throws a shot off balance. Left side of the lane, misses. Trying to rebound it on the baseline is Rice, but throws it right back to Pecos up top to Zamora. Over the right side, driving the lane is Armijo, and she runs over her defender. Is that Garcia
That's
again?
Garcia. Garcia got under there and said, okay, I know what I did last time, so I'm not going to do it this time, as they will whistle that one on Armijo, her 3rd personal, and it will be the 21st turnover for Pecos. Give it back to Tatum with 41 seconds to go here in the quarter, and a 37-31 Lady Coyote lead.
You got to love physical players like that, too. You get knocked to the floor in a charge, you're up smiling. She did that 2 times in a row. Tatum basketball, man-to-man matchup for Pecos on the D. 6-point Tatum lead. They'll get it into the lane to Hinnard, going hard against 2 defenders, weaves through him in the front court, gets tied up. They're going to say she shuffled first, got the travel, and unfortunately that's going to be the 19th turnover.
Both teams having trouble with the pressure being applied by the other has forced, we're looking at 40 turnovers now, and these are the 2 teams playing for the title.
Inbound across the timeline, the handoff back to the inbounder. That's Bustos left wing. Gives it off to Sanchez. Bounce it up top to Stout. Stout against Hinnard with clock to 25. Kick it left, make it a 3 is Armijo. Throws a high one down to the right wing, pedaled up by Marsh. Tries to shoot, rejected on the baseline by Hinnard, but picked up and fired up by Stout in the deep right corner. That's a tray. That's her 11th rebound, and now she is in double digits at 10. Not the one you want to see start to score. 37-34 Tatum in the front court. Pass over to Villasenor in the left wing. She'll throw up a runner shot from the left elbow, air ball. Rebound by Garcia on the left block. Her 4th misses. Put back up one last time in the paint, right side Rice. No good. That's the end of the third quarter, and we are close as you can be in a championship.
37-34, Tatum in the lead. We'll be back for the 4th quarter here on Cool 95.7.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
And welcome back here to the pit in Albuquerque. Fourth quarter time as the Tatum Lady Coyotes with the slimmest of lead over the Pecos Lady Panthers, 37-34. I'm TJ Miracle. And with the call, back to the action. Here's Ty Friend.
Yep, just a tray lead for Tatum, dribbling up the far right sideline after the inbound as Garcia gives it off to Henry. Spins to the right corner, returns to Villasenor in the right wing, dribbles to the line, decides not to shoot it for three, gives it back to Henry on the right base. Runner shot from the right baseline, and she puts it through for two. Avery Henry now with 9 points. And we've got a 5-point lead for Tatum. In the front court, dribbling behind her back is Stout. Sends it to the right corner. Three on the way for Bustos. Wide open, nobody guarding her. That's her third tray of the game. Bustos now with 13 to lead Pecos. 39-37, Tatum basketball. Throw it to the time stripe. Coming across is Henner. She shoots on the free throw line and puts it through the hole. Her second bucket here in this fourth quarter with 11 points, 41-37. 7:10 left in the ball game. The championship here at the pit in Albuquerque. Coming across the timeline is Stout on the dribble. Jump stop in the right wing. Gets it up top to Sanchez. Bounce pass to Bustos, the three-point shooter, right corner. Spins and returns to Stout right side. In front of the Pecos bench. Back deep to the timeline to Sanchez. Haven't seen a lot of slowdown like this so far for Pecos. Spin move to the free throw line. Kick out to the left wing to Senya. Up top off the dribble to Stout on the right wing. Sizing up the tray to decide not to take it against Henner. Drives to the free throw line. Leader off the back of the rim. Ball tipped in the air. Pulled down by Stout. Goes back up. Misses off the left iron. And pulled down by Garcia for the Coyotes. She gets a stone away though on the turnover. Shot from the right elbow by Bustos. Misses out the back of the rim. Rebound by Sanchez. Boy, lots of boards on this one. Hand off to the top of the arc. Back it out.
Yeah, Pecos on this one has had way too many opportunities there, crashing the boards. They've blocked out Tatum, and they've gotten the third, fourth, now fifth look.
Armijo dribbles around the right end after she gets a handoff, stone away by the Lady Coyotes. Villasenor throws it up ahead. A missed layup for Garcia. Tries to get her own rebound off the left block, and she gets stumbled on, and it looks like she's limping a little bit. They're going to call the foul on Pecos for the hold.
Going to hold that one on Bustos. That'll be her fourth personal. Hennard got the rebound and saw that she was blocked out. Got it right back to Garcia, who then got fouled.
10 rebounds now for Hennard, Avery Hennard, as Garcia will step up. Has not shot a free throw in this ball game. Has 2 points, high one, and swishes it through. Big time shot there for Garcia. She had 1 for 4 free throw shooting in the 2 prior games for 25%, averaging 6.5 a game. Get close to that now. We'll get one more here. Has 3 points. Very important free throw here for Garcia to extend the lead to 6 if she can get it. Another high shot and swishes it through again. Kind of like the shot you take at the carnival to make sure it goes in that little hoop that's usually smaller than it should be. 43-37, a 6-point lead. Big defense going on. A bad pass to half court. Wide open for Tatum with a pickoff is Rice. Turnovers continue. 21. Shot from the middle of the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound as Rice, her 8. Put it down to the right block. Hook shot on the way. Missed by Garcia. Gets her own rebound. That's her 5th. And puts it back up top to reset to Villasenor. Over to left wing to Young. Down the left corner. Faking a 3. Stepping up. Rice was going to shoot. Decides to pass to Young. Hippity hop move down the lane. Throws it over the rim and scores. That's her first bucket. Aubrey Young. 8-point lead. The biggest of the game for Tatum. 45-37. To the other end. Spinning on the near sideline is Armijo. Throws it up top. Driving the lane. A hook shot over the back of the rim, and we got a foul. That was Armijo coming down the lane right time, and she's going to get that body foul on Garcia.
So that'll be the fourth on Garcia. Just the first team foul on Tatum here. It will put Pecos at the line in the form of Sanchez. Pecos has not had a lot of opportunities at the stripe to take advantage of things. They're just 2 of 4 in this half.
In fact, Sanchez hasn't scored in this ball game. She'll get her first opportunity here, shooting 46% on the season, but makes the first one for her first point of the ball game. She will get one more here. 45-38, 7-point lead for Tatum. Working on their 5th championship. This will be, the third for Coach Slover?
I believe that is correct.
Second shot for Sanchez, rolling around, bouncing around, drops off and pulled down by Stout, knocked out of her hands. They're going to give it to Tatum. They're going to say Stout booted it. That's a rebound for her 13, but also goes down as a 22nd turnover. Pecos fans are groaning about that one. Pass over the far side to Garcia. Clock down to 5:18 remaining. Gets it across and the pass to hitter, but picked off by Stout. Tatum turnover. She goes to the rack with the lefty layup. They're going to call the block foul. Is trying to step up to take the charge. Tatum been doing a lot of that tonight. They call the foul on Rice.
Yeah, Sydney didn't quite have the feet set. She was kind of sliding a little bit with that right foot, just enough for them to send Stout to the line.
Stout is 1 of 2, has 10 points and 13 rebounds, a double-double. She's more worried about the score right now, but makes the free throw, 45-39. Tatum up by 6. And back in the game, we've got Colby Henner checking in, the freshman, coming in for Rice, who has to exit with 4. And the only other person with 4 is Naomi Garcia. Montoya has 4 for Pecos, 3 apiece for Armijo and Bustos on the foul situation. Second shot for Stout is good. She's got 12. Second leading scorer behind Bustos is 13. It's 45-40. Tatum by 5. Inbound to Villasenor in the paint. She'll take a hard jump up the far right sideline. Don't think she's got a leg injury right now. Playing big-time basketball. Dribbles into the front court, spins. Down the lane, right side. Kick it off left side of the paint to Young. And we got a foul as Villasenor passed it over. She accidentally ran into the defender on top of Sanchez. They call the charge.
That'll be her second personal, third team foul on Tatum, and that'll be their 22nd turnover.
So now going to play some defense. Full court. Everybody's on top of somebody for the Tatum D. Ball gets thrown in and given back to the baseline. The inbounder, Sanchez, dribbles up the near side, throws it across to Stout. Shot from right, 3 is on the way. Bouncing off the front of the rim, no good. Ripped down hard by Avery Henner, her 11th rebound. Pivots and gives it out to the far right to Garcia. Bounce pass to Colby Henner right side. Up ahead to Villasenor. Gets stripped with double clutch look on the right block. Went to the rack. Coach Slover going to storm down to that baseline and tell the official there's got to be some contact. They're going to say just a clean block.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact as Senna looked like she bodied into her, and I think that's what Coach Slover is saying. The ref didn't see it, but it stays Tatum ball.
Hitter to Henner connection. Colby over to right corner. Avery misses the 3. Rebound in the middle of the paint by Young. Sends it back to Colby, who hits the the jumper for 7 points. Great rebound for Young to keep it alive. Her third is 47-40. Tatum by 7, 4:25 remaining in the fourth. Bounce pass to the timeline, breaking the press is Gonzalez. 2-on-2. Bounce it back door. Double hand layup missed by Sanya. Pulled down underneath the hoop and getting hit to the floor with her head first to the hardwood. Nice board for Garcia, but she got steamrolled.
Yeah, she did, and they call the tie-up instead of the foul, and so that'll wind up as the 23rd turnover for Tatum and give it back to Pecos in their offensive zone.
But for the credit of Garcia, that's her 6th rebound in this ball game. 4:17 remaining. Pecos ball on the right baseline, trailing Tatum by 7. They're going to check it back deep to Bustos, who got away with a shove off. She pushed back her defender, Henner. Now drives the near sideline from the Pecos bench, uses up her dribble. Push it to the free throw line to Zamora. Kick out right corner, 3 on the way. Clinks out the back of the rim, no good for Gonzalez. And pulled down for Pecos outside the right lane, Abriel Zamora. Back up top to Stout, off balance tray, and puts it through the rack. Her second tray of the ball game. She's got 15 to lead Pecos. We're down to a 4-point lead. Tatum shot from the free throw line at the other end, a swish. Henner puts it through. 9 points and 11 rebounds, 1 point away from a double-double. 49-43. Here comes Stout. She comes down the lane. Fade shot in the paint, rolls off the rim, and then comes back in. Count it for Stout. She's picked up 7 here in the 4, 17 overall, and 49-45 Tatum. Garcia in the front court. Double team gets banged into. Bustos out of control from behind and just rammed into her chest to back.
And that'll do it for Bustos. That'll be her 5th personal. She will foul out of this game, finishes up with 13 points and 1 rebound and 5 fouls. And so that'll do it for their second sharpshooter out there, who kept him in it early. So 3 threes in the ball game. So Tatum up by 4, and they get rid of one of Pecos's leading players.
Yeah, she made 3 of the 5 trays, 60% of that scoring from the outside. That's 9 points just in outside shots. Inbound on the near side, Rice gets it into Villasenor. 49-45 Tatum. Bounce pass to the right wing to Young. Oh, bobbled it. Almost got it loose from her, and now she's able to get it over to the right side to Hinner. Down to Garcia, the right corner, knocked out of her hands, able to recover as well. Turns it, gives to Villasenor in the corner. Hands off behind Avery Hinner. Avery goes to the baseline with it. Double clutch. They're going to say she was fouled on the base on the drive, and she tried to get a shot up underneath the hoop that time, but they're going to call the push first as they charge that to Stout.
So that'll be Stout's 3rd personal. That'll be the 2nd team foul in the quarter on Pecos. But still attacking. That's what Tatum's going to have to do. Up by 4, 3:11 to go in this championship match.
Tatum stacked everybody on the right side of the lane, and they're going to call a foul or violation. I think they said that stepping on the baseline was Rice before that ball came in. That's going to be 23 turnovers. But more importantly, a 4-point Tatum lead with 3:10 remaining. Deflection on the inbound, picked up, though, on the far sideline by Pecos with a spin move. Sanchez bounce it back deep to Stout. She'll bring it across. Clock to 3 minutes. Bounce pass to the right baseline. Spinning with the ball is Gonzalez. Lost it in the lane. Picked off by Hinner. That'll be another turnover. And going to the rack with the pass up ahead. Laying it up from the right side of Villasenor. She's got 14 points and 11 rebounds. A double-double after the 24th turnover for Pecos. Timeout on the court.
2:49 remaining in the ball game. Tatum 51, Pecos 45. Back in 30 seconds here on Cool 95.7.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Don't you want it? Can't you see it?
Now, with the new Lico, you can have it all. Don't settle for slow internet. Lico introduces reliable internet speed experience. No more slow music and video streams. Experience Lico's blazing fast connection. Experience the new Lico with multi-device internet connection. Lico, experience tomorrow's broadband today. 370-5010 or lico.net.
You want it all.
Back here at the pit in Albuquerque, the Lady Coyotes take the 30-second timeout just to get a quick breather. 51-45, a 6-point Lady Coyote lead, 2:49 away from hopefully claiming their 5th state championship. From here at the pit in Albuquerque, I'm TJ Miracle, and back to the action. Here's Ty Friend.
Tatum Lady Coyotes shooting 14 of 23 from the free throw line, 60%. Every point might count here with just a 6-point lead. 51-45. The inbound to the far left sideline for Pecos. That's to Stout. She throws it ahead. Breaking with the ball with Sanchez. Backdoor, laying it up and in with 2 hands. And gets it to stay in the cylinder somehow was Marsh, just a sophomore. Her first bucket, 51-47. Tatum by 4. In the backcourt is Hinner. Crossover move as she takes on Armijo in the front court. Breaks by her. Reverse layup left and scores. Boy, she got a quick first step on that one. Hinner now with the double-double. 11 points, 11 rebounds. 6-point Tatum lead. 2:20 left in the game of the championship. Into the front court, Sanchez. Sends it to the right corner. Lefty dribble in the middle of the paint is Burrows. Bustos misses a lefty shot over the rim. No good. Pulled down by Villasenor. That'll be her 12th rebound of the ball game. She'll dribble all the way over to the far right sideline. Trying to get it from her. Reaching over is Marsh. No call. Pass back to the timeline to Rice. In front of the Lobo logo in the front court. Down to 2 minutes now. Stop and go. Guarded by Sanchez. Uses up her dribble. Bounce pass up top to Villasenor. One lefty bounce and then spins and pivots looking for help. Gives the ball over to the left wing to Young. Running clock with 1:48, a 6-point lead. Zings it over to Hinner on the left side. Avery Hinner pivots, and Stout kind of hugged her from behind. And Coach Slover, I think, helped out on that one.
I think so, but that'll be the 4th personal on Stout. 3rd team foul, but now you've got Stout in trouble, too. Depending on where she is, continue to attack.
Yeah, Stout with 17 points, the majority of those in the second half. In fact, 13 out of the 17 in the second half. She only had 4 at halftime. Returning for the Pecos Panthers will be Zamora, who has 6 points.
As Senna comes out, yeah.
53-47, Tatum by 6, 1:43 remaining here in the championship of the 2A. Could be the 5th championship for Tatum. Long pass down the lane, bobbled by Henner, saves it over the right wing, off the hands of Young. It's picked off by Stout for a turnover. She's going to spot up a 3 from the left wing and nails it. Stout picks up her 3rd tray of the ball game, has 20 points and a 3-point ball game, 53-50. They're trying to bounce it in the paint, and they got a 5-second count. He's a little quick on that 5th second. They did get it in, but Rice was kind of leaning over the line, but they got the count on him. That's another turnover for Tatum.
26, yikes.
It'll be Pecos basketball on the left baseline, trailing by 3. They zing it in to Stout, left wing. Touch pass, left corner to Sanchez. Up top, it goes through the hands of Zamora, but we got a whistle off ball.
Wow, they're going to call a
Tatum foul with a shot to the head.
A shot to the head on Avery Hennard. That'll be her second personal, 4th team foul, and Pecos getting bailed out right there.
That was a turnover waiting to happen. It went through the hands of Zamora. Was heading to the half court line to go in the backcourt. But it would have been picked up, it would have been a backcourt violation. Inbound to Stout, gives it off left elbow to Sanchez, takes a few quick steps. She started moving her feet before the dribble. They're going to say she was pushed first by Aubrey Young.
So that'll be her 3rd personal, but that is the 5th team foul. And so now Pecos is in the bonus for the last 1:13 of this one. It becomes a free throw shooting contest, and at the line, Sanchez 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yep, hasn't got a bucket yet, but will try to pick off at some of the lead here, down by 3. First shot is up, and it is off the back of the rim for the senior. 1 of 3 from the line. Stout is 3 for 4. Senia 2 for 2, and Armijo 2 for 3. So everybody's got some free throws in this game, but Sanchez needs a big one here. Get it down to 2 if she makes it. She ran across the line too quickly, misses it off the front of the rim. Rebound by Hennard, her 12. Throws it, gets it back from Rice. In the front court, bounce pass to Villasenor on the near sideline, shoving her with a big forearm, with both arms actually, Zamora to pick up her second.
And that should be the 5th team foul on Pecos, and so that'll put Luann at the line to shoot 2 to try and stretch this one out with 64 seconds to go in a 3-point lead, trying to get this up to 2 possessions.
She is half for half here, 4 for 8, 50%, has 14 points, make it 15 with a critical free throw there. And now a 54-50 lead, 1:04 remaining, trying to get that 5th championship banner for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. She gets one more and still giving directions to all of her teammates out there, who does not want this lead to go away. Next free throw is good as well. She has got 16, it's a 5-point game, 1:02 remaining. In the backcourt, the ball gets knocked off the hands of Sanchez, picks it back up, dribbles far from right to left in the backcourt. Comes across the top line with a spin and bounces it a Crover to Armijo. Drives the right side of the lane, ducks down, throws up a shot, reverse right side, no good. Chased down on the left block by Young, her floor forward. And she tries to spin, and she gets tied up. So there's a jump ball. Good hands on the basketball for Pecos that time. Almost got a steal there for Armijo.
Yeah, Armijo came through there, and Coach Slover thought there was a lot more contact there than they called.
A jump ball going to be that turnover for Pecos. Tatum tries to get in on the near side. It went off the Lady Coyote, off the hands of Garcia. So trading turnovers for Tatum and Pecos. That was the 25th first for Pecos, and then Tatum picked up one for 27. So we got a timeout of the court. Still a 5-point lead for the Lady Coyotes.
55-50. Tatum 41 seconds away from claiming the title. We are back in 60 seconds on Cool 95.7.
Are you ready to take the next step in your education?
Look no further than New Mexico Junior College.
Whether you're just starting out or aiming to advance your career, NMJC offers top-notch programs in so many different fields.
With small class sizes and dedicated instructors, you'll get the personal attention you deserve.
Plus, our campus is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and resources to support your learning journey.
Visit us online at nmjc.edu or stop by our campus to discover why NMJC is a smart choice for your education.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Back here at the pit, Pecos basketball with the call, Ty Friend.
Inbound to Stout, throws up a three, and has got a 2-point deficit now. Tatum still leads 55-53 as Stout nails her 3rd tray of the 4th quarter. 4 overall, almost a steal as it picked up and fallen to the floor as Rice. She gets knocked down with a big hip. Ball was bobbled for a second. Fans wanted to travel, at least for Pecos. They called the body foul in the backcourt on Gonzalez, her first.
That'll be actually her second. But it doesn't matter at this point. 24 seconds to go, and it'll be Sydney Rice heading to the line to shoot 2. Sydney I've got her at 4 or 5 from the free throw line.
I'd just like to say this, too. Both teams shooting 57%. So not doing the best on the line tonight, but a very important free throw. Up and good. So Rice nails it. She's in double digits in this ball game, also has 8 rebounds, so almost a double-double for her, 56-53. This will make it a 2-possession ball game. It does so. Nailing it, Sydney Rice. 57-53, a 4-point game. 20 seconds remaining. Coming across the timeline to the left wing. Dishing off is Armijo. Left corner for Stout for 3 out the back of the rim. Pulled down to the left block by Young, her 5th board. Send it to the timeline to hit her. She'll go to the rack right side. Misses the layup. Ball loose in the paint. Bodies are going on the hardwood. Nobody has it yet. Rolls off a Tatum leg. It's going to be Pecos basketball. Lots of girls diving on the hardwood for that one.
But only 5 seconds left in the ball game as that pulled about 10 seconds off of the clock during that mad scramble for the basketball. Nobody able to control it, so the timeout taken by Pecos. We'll just keep it right here. That is their final timeout. Say a big thank you to Legendary Services, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy, LECO, the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital District, Bob's Thriftway, IPS Incorporated, Lasco Construction, and Eunice Pump and Supply, making it possible to bring you Tatum Lady Coyote basketball here on Cool 95.7. Tatum Sports YouTube audio only with the scorebug. And, of course, HobbsAmerica.com. An entertaining, if somewhat sloppy matchup so far in this one, Ty.
Yeah, you got 3 players in double figures for Tatum, but I think more importantly, these girls are crashing the glass. Avery Henner, 12 rebounds for the Lady Coyotes, 12 for Villasor. Senor, that was hurt, went down with an injury, came back in the second half and played hard. She's in double digits, double-double for her. We got Sydney Rice. She's a double-double, get close to a double-double with 8 rebounds as well, but very good important boards coming up. And, of course, Aubrey Young has had some critical ones late in the fourth quarter.
She has, as pulling those down, out-battling Pecos. And you've got to say a lot about those 2 free throws from Rice because that made this a 2-possession ball game.
And we're ready for the inbound. Pecos in the deep right, left corner of the backcourt. Big stack up in the lane. Both teams are man-to-man. They throw it up the far left sideline in the hands of Stout across with 3, 2, 1. Fires up a 3, hits the back of the rim, and she gets a rebound, but that is the ball game. Your Tatum Lady Coyotes have just won their 5th state championship, 3rd under Coach Greg Slover, and a big W, 57-53 over Pecos.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and wrap this one up. The Lady Coyotes hoist the big blue trophy. Coyote Championship basketball, the post-game show coming up on Cool 95.7.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back here to the pit in Albuquerque. The Tatum Lady Coyotes are victorious as they hold on against a tough Pecos team, 57-53. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Ty Friend, and Tatum will get their 5th Big Blue trophy to put in the big red case, and the 3rd for Coach Greg Slover.
Yeah, exciting times. 1988, 2014, 2017, 2019, and 2025 for Coach Slover. We don't know if this is his final year as coaching, but when you get 3 championships, you might have that bug inside you can't get rid of.
Well, could very well happen, but it was really a show for these seniors and these young ladies that they did a fantastic job leading the way for Tatum. 16 points. Luann Villasenor, she had to sit out a big portion of that first half because she was injured. Pardon me. So 16 for her to go along with 11 rebounds. Then 15 points for Avery Hennard. She also got a double-double with 13. Then 13 points for Sydney Rice. So just a huge game for those. 7 points off the bench for Colby Hennard. Then 4 points Naomi Garcia, 2 points for Aubrey Young. Tatum absolutely wiping the glass. 52 rebounds in the official stats to just 29 for Pecos. Pecos was led by Stout with 23. No big surprise there. But Bustos next with 13. But after that, a big fall off, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, they were just dominating this whole tournament. In fact, on the 4 games, including the first-round playoff game against Estancia Tatum, the Lady Coyotes averaged 65.5 points compared to 44 for their opponents. That's an average of 21 more points a ball game, starting with the first round all the way up to the championship game. And these are against the top teams in the state. That tells you how much of a dominant factor this squad has been. They've had a few losses this year previously. Of course, who cares about that? 27-5 on the season. They lost one to Texaco in the district, 9-1, but came back and beat them several more times after that. So kind of a crowning glory here for this squad. And if you look at their squad, too, I mean, they got some people that are going to be graduating, but there's a lot of youngsters on this team that's had a lot of good experience here throughout the playoffs and the tournament here in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
Well, you're absolutely right. Of course, the seniors, Aubrey Young, Luann Villasenor, Karen Bylan, and Darby Tucker, who also saw some time over the years as a senior. Of course, I believe an injury there, so they'll be moving on. But, of course, congratulations to these seniors checking in and clicking that off. But, yeah, going to have Avery Hennard back, going to have Sydney Rice back, going to have Colby Hennard back, Nicole Garcia going to be back, Isabel Ramirez, Mesmerize Martinez, Allison Dixon, all girls that got good time at times this year and will be back next year. And, of course, Sydney Rice. Between Rice and Hennard, this is going to be a pretty formidable team a year from now, I've got to think.
Hey, do you remember that old comedy show on TV, Welcome Back, Slover?
I think so, yeah, maybe.
Maybe he'll put a uniform on next year again as well.
He very well could. And, well, it's like his wife told me when we were at the other place, he can coach as long as he wants to. So we'll see if he still wants to.
And the other thing, too, we should mention his daughter that used to play for him got injured, now part of our Noalmark broadcasting team.
That's right. She was, before she moves on to Texas Tech, she helped us out. That's Ava Slover. So doing a great job helping us out all season long on Tatum football and then basketball, too. So final thoughts as we wrap this one up tonight, Ty.
No, it's been exciting for Tatum. I love watching their games. Physical team. Didn't let, hardships, even some games that things weren't going right the whole time, fired back. I mean, games where they had 20-plus turnovers, they're winning by 20 points. I mean, that's just a bag of riches there for a coach. But this is hard work, though. Let's not just say they come out and win games because of their talent. I mean, they go to the summer camps that they play 5A, 4A, a bunch of big-sized teams, division teams, and really work on their craft. And this is a very telling situation for this team that deserves what they're getting in this one. Number 1 seed for much of the year, number 1 in the Max Preps poll, and it paid off here at the pit.
57-53 the final. Tatum gets to raise the big blue trophy. Tatum Lady Coyote basketball has been brought to you by Legendary Services, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy, LECO, the Tatum Schools, Norley Hospital, Bob Thriftway, IPS Incorporated, Lasco, and Eunice Pump and Supply. For Manny V in studio engineering and producing, for Ty Friend, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from the pit. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noalmark Digital and Cool 90.